Good morning, actually afternoon. I really have no idea what time it is. I would say it's 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. I woke up around noon, laid in bed for a little bit, did some YouTube and emails, got that stuff taken care of, and checked out the weather. They said it was going to be 80 and partly cloudy today. Came outside, it was 70 degrees and raining. Rain has stopped, the sun came out for a little bit. We've got a few puddles laying around, no big deal. So the goal for today is to head over there and get that yard done. I did this one 2 days ago before I went to the pool. I did mine not too long ago, it's all right. That'll be the next one in queue after that one, and that one's probably gonna suck because it's the biggest yard where I have to carry the grass that I cut the furthest. Now it's wet and it's probably grown a lot in the back. But I've been walking around for the last hour out here talking to my dad on the phone, done tons of weeding here in the front landscaping. I'm noticing a few things, like all of that crap needs to be cut off. I've still got a weed there that I need gloves to pull out because it's really sharp. There's a couple weeds down in here I need to get some stuff for. These daylilies are huge and they look really shaggy, but I don't know how to cut those back. And I pulled a lot of stuff out of here. There were some big weeds in here. I just put some gloves on and took some out of here. But it's looking a lot better, although there's still some in there. So it's a work in progress, as anything else is here. But, you know, getting it done. Got a few packages this morning already. I had to order a new bathing suit. That showed up. Got some more glass cleaner for the house and car. That showed up. 3 bottles of Z6 and 1 bottle of Z8. That showed up. And then I cleaned out the thing that holds all the towels right there and put them back in here. So my Zano towels are where they go. Here's the headphones for the lawn. I cleaned this stuff up, organized that a little bit. Got my shop towels, and then I refueled up all of this stuff in preparation for its use in about 5 minutes. So I'll talk to you when that yard is done. I'll either be really tired and pissed off, or I'll be optimistic that it wasn't too bad, and maybe I'll even feel like doing more. All right, well, that yard was either the worst or second worst cut I've done this year. The grass is like a foot high in the back. I do not understand how that gets like that in like 7 days. It's ridiculous. So anyways, I'm on my way to the bank and to mail that package. It took about 2 hours to mow. It's now after 5. And they decided over here to just open up the red things. What are those called? Fire hydrants. You're not gonna see it from this angle, but they just took that off, and they've got a geyser 5 feet out into the street. Cars are going by, it looks like they're driving through a river. Totally flooding the streets. What the hell? Only in Ohio do people do stupid shit like this. So I turned around, tied up traffic. I'm not driving this car through that, even though it's filthy right now. Drove through the high school and it's totally dry over here. So those fucking idiots over there totally just cocking up the whole road for everybody driving through there. Most people don't even care. All right, it's been hours. I was unable to get that package mailed. I got there at 5:04 and they had just closed the window. I had totally lost track of time. So we got that yard done. That sucked. I pulled tons of weeds around the house today. I can't believe how bad that had gotten. Also Z6, the whole car, did the normal full maintenance, full summer cleanup. Wasn't really that bad, just really dusty, but I did wheels and tire shine. Then I just finished going over it with a whole coat of Z8, so it's nice. I like it like that. It's about 2:30 in the morning. I talked to Hassan for a while. Kenan came over for a little bit. We got some donuts. We watched Bad Grandpa with Razvan and Kenan. That looked really good in the in the previews and stuff a few months back. Watching it was actually pretty stupid. There were a few good scenes in there, but it wasn't that great, so good thing we didn't pay for it. Blew the garage out today. All of this had gotten really dirty with bugs and stuff, and I didn't get them all. There's still a few on the wall, but I got most of it out. Really, I need to get everything out of here, wash the floor down with the hose, blow everything out, like the bugs that get stuck up in the spider webs and stuff. Get those out of here, but yeah, that's immaculate now, inside and out again. It's nice. The back bumper still gets covered in carbon for whatever reason. Tomorrow, we have an E39 source viewer coming over with his 03 525 sterling gray. It's got a tail light out, and it's not just like the backup light or the brake light. The whole tail light doesn't work. So we're gonna try to diagnose if he's got a wiring issue or if the light's bad, or I'm not an electrician, I'm not great with the electrical stuff, but I told him I'd like to be happy to take a look at it for him. So I don't know if I'll film any of that, but he's coming over tomorrow early afternoon. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But I think he said it's his right light. So I think the connectors are the same. Not totally sure. I'd like to pull the left one and plug it in over there and see what happens, or switch all the bulbs or something. Although I'm pretty sure it's not a bulb problem if the whole thing doesn't work. But I'll let you know what we find out or don't find out with that. May put a voltmeter on it. Anyways, though, I just cleaned up a bunch of stuff in the garage that doesn't need to be sitting here anymore. I've had those wooden ramps out here since like March. They sat right there. And I'm kind of done doing that sort of stuff with the car, getting under it and draining fluids and replacing things. And I want to be done with that part. I just want to take care of it and drive it now. Also had the crawler or creeper, whatever that thing is, sitting here taking up space, where if I wanted to get tools, I'd have to stop here. Now I can come all the way up and get my tools, which I'm sure I'll be using some of them tomorrow. Oh yeah, that all needs to be organized. It's gotten grubby up in here. But yeah, so all that stuff's in the basement. If I need it, I can bring it up. But for now, I am going to take it into Dave Walter in about a week or two and do a brake fluid flush. I haven't done that for about 3 years, so I want new brake fluid in there. I'm going to figure out why my headlights don't level. They haven't leveled in months. You turn the car on, they're supposed to go up, down, and then level based on the ride height. So I noticed in diagnosing a few weeks ago, well, I've since just taken the screwdriver and set them where I want them. So it's not, they're leveled perfectly, they just don't do it themselves, and I would like it to, because it's supposed to be that way. Anyways, I took this wheel off. There's 2 level sensors, one here and one in the front left. This one back here was totally broken and not connected. I was hoping that would be the problem. So I replaced it with a facelifted part. It's got a plastic arm instead of a metal one that corrodes and then breaks off. So that sensor's brand new. The sensor bracket, all the hardware, the arm, all that's new, about $100. The front one up here, I took this wheel off a few weeks ago and looked at it. It's the old school one, and it's kind of dirty, but it looks fine. Everything's connected and nothing's broken on it. So I don't think it's that. Had the same problem about 2.5 years ago. Replaced a module that was kind of like the LCM. The part was 600, coating was like 400, installation was another few hundred. I am not going through that again. If it doesn't work, fine. I'll just level it with the screwdriver every few years and leave it. Works fine, light shines out, it's beautiful. I just want it to do it by itself, instead of me having to adjust it. It's not like I have to adjust it every time, you know what I mean? You just manually adjust it and leave it, but I would like it to auto adjust. So yeah, have a diagnosis on that, brake fluid flush. There's something else. Oh, that rattle, that annoying little rattle I have in the back sometimes that got there ever since they did the fuel job, and I've spent like 3 hours under there and everything's tight and perfect and all the hardware's there and there's nothing missing under that car, so I can't figure out what it is. But maybe they will. Yeah, all right, well, it's 2:30 in the morning. I need to go up and shower and get to bed. And talk to you guys tomorrow, working on the 530, 25, so 25. Okay, good night.